Ipob militants go armed, shooting Fülãñï cows on sight. Members of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, and its militant arm, the Eastern Security Network, ESN, have reportedly stormed Førēst in Delta State to begin the enforcement of the government's anti-open grazing law. Sahara reporters obtained a video where some of the masked gunmen believed to be Eastern Security Network fighters were shooting at cows reportedly wandering on farmlands. It is not clear yet in which part of Delta State the incident happened. Sources stated that the Eastern Security Network fighters were also in Delta State over the threat issued through an anonymous letter written by killer headsmen to the government. Sahara reporters had on June 14th reported that President Muhammadu Buhari was not contemplating sending more troops as reinforcement to Delta State to quell the suspected Fülãñï jihadist threat. According to sources at the defense headquarters, two officers at the defense headquarters Abuja had told Sahara reporters that despite the fact that the chief of defense staff, General Lucky Irabor, comes from Delta State, only Buhari, as commander-in-chief of the armed forces, could direct the troops to move into Delta and secure that strategic location in the face of the alarming threat. It was not that the federal government could have left the threat to only the police, as military actions by the Buhari government against the Fülãñï herdsmen is rare in southern Nigeria. The CDS is from Aliopo, Agbo, Ika South Local Government Area of Delta State, which is the epicenter of the jihadist warning. The governor might have called and discussed with him too, but the express directive to deploy troops to the state has to come from the CNC. So the CDS has to tread carefully between safeguarding his home state and the body language of the presidency. But for now, there is no directive to the defense headquarters from the villa to deploy more troops or act on Delta State. 24 hours after the threats are going viral, one of the top sources had stated. Sahara reporters 2 Sundays ago reported that palpable fear had gripped residents of Delta State following threats of invasion and bombing of the state capital, Asaba and Agbo, headquarters of Ika South Local Government Area of the state, by a faceless Fülãñï jihadist group. The group, which claimed responsibility for the fire incident that gutted the Federal Secretariat complex along Okpanam Road, Asaba, warned Governor Ifeanyi Okonwa to immediately withdraw his stand and support for the banning of open grazing in the recent Southern Governors meeting held in the May and hosted by Okowa in Government House, Asaba. In an unsigned threat letter titled Fülãñï Jihadist Warnings, an open message of 2 paragraphs to Delta State pasted in strategic places across the state capital and Agbo. On Sunday, the faceless group warned Governor Ifeanyi Okonwa against any failure to adhere to their demands for his withdrawal from the ban. This is serious. This is absolutely serious. Absolutely serious, I tell you. How can we look at? Well, I will say that President Muhammadu Buhari has really shown himself to be a biased president. Look at the quick action he has just applied in this case, because he has seen that it now has to do with the Fülãñï herdsmen. You can see within 24 hours. Look at his intervention. The only thing that has made nothing to start happening in Delta State, or the only thing that has made the soldiers not being deployed to Delta State, is because the the chief of defense staff, Ipob, has not actually done or said anything about it. You see that? Buhari is too biased. Too biased. Now, with this ban of open grazing by the Eastern Security Network, I tell you that Buhari will know his stand, because you cannot be a president and you go against the system of the constitution. This one is completely out of it. Completely out of it. They have proved it to you. They have proved it with every reasonable doubt that there is no section in the constitution that supports open grazing in any other region aside from the northern region. Allow these people to go back to their region and practice whatever open grazing they want to practice, not in other region. You have been misled by AGF Malami. So the decision taken by Buhari, I tell you that it cannot stand. It cannot stand. So that is why I will say that whatever the Eastern Security Network has done, to me, it's worth it. It's worth it. And more of this will soon be done. Will still be done. If any of the cattle is seen populating any of the region. If any of the cattle is seen populating any of the region. For what reason and why? You've just been taking advantage of your position as a president. You just be allowing them. In fact, Buhari is the worst president one has ever witnessed in Nigeria. The worst. The worst ever. Huh? Can you imagine? Going against the constitution. For what reason? The constitution never stated or allowed open grazing in any other region aside from the north. And it has been made open to you. People who know the law, who understand the law, and who practice the law are proved it to you. And you're arguing it. You're arguing it. For what reason and why? Yeah? For what reason and why? Why do we? Why? So, why I will say what I'm saying is that we must not allow Buhari to go away with it. This is decision. We must not allow him to go away with it. Whatsoever he says should be countered. Should be countered. It cannot be autocratic in everything. It can't be autocratic in everything. He should be challenged this time and should be questioned. And should be questioned. For what reason? It can't just allow. It can't just be allowed to be having his way all the time. Yes, he is a Fülãñï man doesn't mean that he will be given the chance to be doing whatever he likes. Look at now, because it now involve or consign the Fulanis. See, the action is taken. I said it from the beginning that this man knows what he's doing, and it's so painful that our governors could not be able to see any of these things that Buhari is doing. So painful. So painful. So, my dear viewers, based on this very fact and this very reason, I challenge you on this. Okay? Please come in and at least add your own opinion concerning this. Okay? If you're new, don't forget to leave your comments below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.